everyone, Mrs Bradfield from Deanholm here. I really hope you're all well and safe at home. Today we're going to be looking at semicolons, something you should have had a little look at in school already, but we're going to have a quick refresher all together to make sure you're all really sound on it for using it in your writing this week. So there are two uses for semicolons. One is to join two closely related sentences together. The other is for when we have an extended list that already uses commas, so we join the items with semicolons. We're not looking at this one today. We're just going to focus on joining two closely related sentences. What's really important with these sentences is that they are about the same thing. If they're two sentences about different things, different subjects, we would never ever use a semicolon to join them together. So what you first have to do is to make sure that the sentences you are writing are about the same subject. I've got a few examples for you here. Once you've chosen your subject, you then need to make sure that both sentences are complete sentences. And that's sometimes where we fall down. If I get rid of this sentence here, the top bit has to make sense on its own. I am learning at home at the moment. That is a complete sentence on its own. I have videos from my teachers. Again, a complete sentence on its own. Two simple sentences there, complete sentences. Because they are two complete sentences and they are both about the same subject, they are both about learning at home, because of that we can join them with a semicolon. Just like this. What's really important when you put a semicolon in between the two sentences is that they stay complete sentences. I have not changed any of the words at all. I have got rid of the full stop and replaced it with a semicolon. Normally, we would also remove the capital letter from the second sentence. After a semicolon, we are no longer starting a new sentence. This stays a capital letter in this case because we always use a capital for an I on its own. So this becomes, I am learning at home at the moment. I have videos from my teachers. Two sentences about the same thing, but they flow more now. You take slightly less of a pause because of that close link between them and that semicolon. Let's look at another. I want to go and play football. My friends are going to play at 3 p.m. Not at the moment, of course. Two complete sentences on their own. Again, if I cover one up, it still makes complete sense on its own. Okay? But what I can do is to join those two sentences together because they are both about going to play football. And this time, as you can see, I've got my semicolon in instead of my full stop, but I also have got rid of my capital letter because it is now one whole sentence. Okay, I want to go and play football. My friends are going to play at 3 p.m. That is one complete sentence with a capital letter at the beginning and a full stop right at the end. My semicolon has now replaced my other full stop, but they are still both complete sentences. If I read out the bit after the semicolon, it would still be a sentence. My friends are going to play at 3 p.m. That is very important. Let's have a little look at a couple that wouldn't be right, just to give us a bit of an idea. This one here has got an error in it, which I have already underlined for you. The error here is that when two sentences were joined, they weren't complete sentences on their own. The weather has changed and now it is cold. If I did what I did for the last one here and read the bit after the semicolon, and now it is cold, that wouldn't be a complete sentence. We do not start sentences with and when we are writing in correct English. So because we've got this conjunction after the semicolon, this would not be correct. We don't put an and after a semicolon. They need to be two complete sentences. This one here is also not quite correct. I haven't underlined the error here, so see if you can spot it before I say it. It is raining outside a bit. I've put my semicolon in. I've got rid of my full stop. I've got rid of my capital letter at the beginning, capital letter at the end. But this part here is not a sentence on its own. A bit is not a complete sentence, and therefore this semicolon does not work. So, to sum up, we need 2 complete sentences that are about the same subject. They are about the same thing, very closely related in what they are talking about. Join them together, remove the full stop and add a semicolon, and remove that capital letter from afterwards. Make sure you do not have a conjunction after your semicolon. If it helps, write your sentences separately first and join them together to make sure that you've got 2 separate sentences and make sure that they are correct. I hope that helped. Good luck with your writing. Speak to you soon.